Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house or in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Good morning, Melissa. How are you doing this nice, cold, chilly Friday? What is up, everybody? Shout out to all the hoodies. Shout out to everybody else who's partaking in this morning live. That another impromptu. That's what it seems like I've been on lately. Just impromptu lives. I'll schedule it and I'm live 5 minutes later. But anyway, I wanted to come live later, but I have cake orders to work on this evening that are due tomorrow for that 60th birthday party for the 60-year-old lady twins that I'm doing an order for. And I will be starting tonight so that I could take my time, because I will be recording segments of me making this cake and the cupcakes and all that with all the bling and whistles and shit to the cake, right? So I figured I'd do it this morning. And it's a good thing that I guess I did go live this morning, because it's a lot of shit that's really going on out here in these streets, and y'all ain't got no motherfucking chill. Y'all ain't got no motherfucking chill. I'm like, ooh, you some of my bitches is ooh. It wasn't bad enough that y'all got the girl out here on videotape, pleading with some nigga to forgive her and, asking him what all he want her to do to get back in his good graces. And, it wasn't good enough for her to be out here on audio, footage of her on audio telling some dusty ass, lame ass, wannabe ass, popping ass nigga that she love him. Yeah, that wasn't enough. Y'all had to take the whole damn channel. Y'all had to take the whole, all 12,000 subbies. Ooh, wee. I know you lying to me in my lovely love voice. I was like, I know y'all lying to me. Damn. You know what? I guess it's a good thing that she got, the backup channel. I always have I not always told y'all? Make sure y'all always have a backup to the backup to the backup, because motherfuckers they will snatch your shit. Don't let it be your livelihood. I mean, she got a job and things, but don't let it be somebody's livelihood. Oh, Lord, they been a jump off a motherfucking bridge. You got to have a backup to the backup to the backup to the backup. I'm talking about humpback up. Okay? What up, Mel?
Hey, girl, you up early.
Honey, I was like, let me get on here and pop my shit before because I know the streets is about to.
Yes.
The streets is about to be busy. Ain't gonna be no airplay available today. Okay. You got to get in where you fit in. And what up, everybody in chat? Hey, Room Shaker, Miss Jackie. What up, Deanna Boo, Miss Ray? How y'all doing? Good morning, Mel. How you doing? Girl, what do you think about all this shit?
Girl, shoot. Went to bed last night and woke up to all kind of chaos.
I mean, you know what? When Bree said that her channel was flagged the other day and she had to get on her backup channel, I wonder if she knew then that it was actually terminated. I don't know the procedure when they term your channel, if they first flag and say, somebody reported you, we're investigating, or do they just say your shit termed? I don't know how that works.
I was going to say, wasn't she like she was still able to go live up until yesterday.
I think because she went live on her backup channel 2 times.
I know
she went live on her channel yesterday morning, and then remember after that she started going live on the other channel. So she went live on the backup channel twice yesterday.
Yeah, because I saw part of the live she did early yesterday morning, and she said that she had hid her channel because it had got flagged. But then last night, that's when I heard that Brian had flagged it, and apparently that was the flag that it took to get it shut down.
Child. So she must have had, I wonder if she already had like a couple of strikes, because normally if you have like a couple of strikes and you got to wait like 30 days or 90 days or something like that for it to fall off, and if you get too many in like a 90-day period, something like that, they can term your whole channel.
Mm-hmm. That must have been what was going on, I guess.
Damn. Y'all said y'all thought it was hitting. I thought it was hitting too, because that's what she said. She said she don't want to give nobody the opportunity to weed through all her videos and get her channel terminated, because she was like that. We just talked about this yesterday. She was like, it's too many videos. There's too much history on there for her to be her sweat and tears and all that shit, for it all to be going away. And then to wake up this morning and hear that the shit and Brian was the one who did it.
Mm-hmm. Well, last night when he was talking about it, he was kind of been a little arrogant about it. But like later he was saying he didn't realize that was her third strike. Like he didn't realize his flag was going to take it down. So I don't know.
But even if you didn't realize you was going to take it down, if you just doing that for revenge, it don't even fucking matter.
Yep.
It don't even matter.
He said Bree embarrassed him when she came over to Jay Wilson chat and put something in there about him owing her $100 or something like that.
But he been owing her $100.
Right.
For like a year or two now?
Yeah, but he said it was because it was the principle of it, because she embarrassed him at Jay Wilson. So.
But it's that, I don't know. Child, I don't know, because she been saying, I don't know how many times I done heard Bree say he owe her $100, and now because she put it in Jay Wilson's chat, now he's embarrassed. Like they ain't been embarrassing your ass about your mama's red shoe in the yard for the last 2-3 years, and you ain't took their channels. What up?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, good, baby. Hey, Melissa.
Hey, Deanna.
I just wanted to tell y'all right quick about how that go when you hide your channel. So, because I've been on a flagging spree. So what I learned is, say for instance, you flag a video and then they hide their video or they private it, right? If you go back into the videos that you flagged, you can still pull that video up, even though that it's not, even though it's hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got a whole slew of Brian videos, and I can still go back and pull them up. And like, if the flag didn't go through, you could try to reflag it again. So whatever he did to get the flag to go through on her other, the other time, or probably on my video, he did it on hers and got the video got her channel taken down. Because even though that they be calling themselves hiding those videos, you really not hiding them. You still can pull them up if somebody got the URL or if they already tried to flag it before.
That's right.
Kind of like when they have them unlisted and you get the link.
Right. Okay. So it's just like that. If you flag it and then like all his videos gone, right? But I can go back and pull up certain videos where he was talking reckless or whatever on and flag those.
Yeah, because he must have hid all his videos while he was in the process. Yes, I'm in the process.
When me and him got into it, that the other time when I was talking about his braces, he flagged my channel then and it stuck. And so that's when he started hiding his videos. So every time he do a video, he'll take it down.
Yeah, Yeah, I
He
heard
been
him say
doing
on
that
Jay
for a while.
Wilson's because Jay kept asking him why'd you do it? Because I guess somebody had told Jay Wilson that Ness had warned him. She's over there warning him that Jay Wilson would do it to him too. So Jay was like, how would I know you not do it to me? And he was like, because they didn't flag my channel so many times. He was like, me and you go back and forth all the time, but you ain't never flagged me. I ain't never flagged you. And he said, but they have whole flag teams and be bragging about it. But then when the shit happened to them,
Like I said, okay, because don't nobody care nothing about him. Don't nobody like Brian. Brian is the outcast. So it is what it is. And he can call it what he want to. He ain't had no business around here flagging nobody page, and ain't nobody did nothing to him. He come on here, he talk about people, he had people pay pictures up. I know he had mine up there several times, and not only mine, everybody else's. Talk about who he want to talk about, hide his page, and then run back if they respond to him, you flagging theirs. But if I say, girl, come on now, you already know. Girl, bye.
That's
Really?
a mess. And what else, Smooth Carter and Miss Ray said he didn't have to do that. It was corny. Man, I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, this has been one hell of a week for that girl.
Yeah.
This has been
Yeah.
one hell of
That was a day. That was one hell of a day.
Yeah,
Hey,
true.
Look, 24 hours.
Less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Less than 24 hours.
Oh, that's
Then
crazy.
got drug boyfriend came. Oh, and I'm gonna tell y'all this and go. How about her boyfriend came over there to my page in my comment section, girl?
What is
Oh.
that?
Talking about
She kept talking about
You
something.
talking about the new Mr. Pettyville or
remix.
Yeah, the wannabe number one, Mr. Pettyville.
Oh, okay. Okay, what'd he say?
Girl, I talked about something. I don't argue and go back and forth with people scared to come on camera. But I ain't even gave him no response. Block. See, cause that's what Brianna was supposed to been did. I don't play with folks like that. I ain't got time. You ain't on my radar.
I don't either. And you know what? A lot of people had issues with me when a lot of them motherfuckers was coming over here like they was fleeing from some damn country or something. You know they was. Shoot, they was jumping over the wall and shit like Trump.
I was gonna say, you make it sound like they were crossing the border.
Yeah, like that. No, seriously, it was like they came over here in troops. Okay, and
They did.
I didn't let on my panel. They would be sitting in the back. I mean, all during my lives and shit like
So crazy.
talking about the hood table must don't like all the shit I heard. There was reasons why I didn't want to fucking co-mingle with a lot of motherfuckers. Like,
well, you know, when you
all these people to get their channel popping and shit, and a lot of that shit done backfired on a lot of people who was mingling with them.
Went over there, and then that's the thing. They went over there mingling, getting flag teams together, coming back, turning on the people in the beef sector, doing all kind of little slick shit. Now, them same people turn around using them whole tactics against everybody over here. Now they want somebody to come to their defense. I don't see what's to come to somebody's defense for.
But see, that's the thing. We were warned when they were coming over here. We were warned about all the fuck ass, donkey ass shit they do in their own panel. So why the fuck would you want to even? And definitely not dating a motherfucker. Like,
girl,
like you know, a motherfucker broke and eating some old dry ass Popeye's chicken from his son's job, and borrowing money from you for food. And
nothing. Trash.
Mm.
You know that's trash. That's that wino who's standing down there in front of the liquor store trying to get them King Cobras.
I barely feed the homeless. I
Thank you.
ain't feeding no motherfucker off of YouTube that I done met in another fuck ass sector.
Girl,
No, you feeding the homeless off of YouTube.
I mean, I'm saying I be driving past some motherfuckers like, get a job.
Yeah,
Okay.
you for me yesterday talking about you was telling Josh about it. He didn't want to hear nothing else about it. He found out they weren't even in the same state.
Yeah, he said that also they met up. I was like, no, not that I know of. I don't know where he from, but he walked out from me. He was through talking. He just walked the fuck on out. He was like, I don't want to hear that shit.
I mean, I get it though, because when I heard it, I'm like, hold up now. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's like the caliber that some people claim to be, and then the people that they actually be with. It puzzles me. And that's why I heard some people say that people were saying she be fucking with people beneath her, and somebody said no, she fucking with people like her. Who said
On her
that?
level.
Somebody said that the other day.
I said she got what who like her. That's her type of man.
I heard that too.
I said that's her type of man now. All of them gonna be like him.
So you can't be with everybody who wants to be with you just because they want to be with you.
Oof.
Yeah, there's a lot of motherfuckers that want to be
but
with me.
But he want to be with her for real.
I be looking at niggas like, no, girl, I ain't like I used to be when I was younger, like had the 20-30 list long, you know, what I need from a man. But I will walk past a nigga like, nigga, you got me fucked up.
Okay.
You got me fucked up. And you walking, you riding bikes.
That's the opposite word. He walked by you.
I'm like, you
ain't like I don't even see you.
Walk by me.
I will be single for the rest of my motherfucking life before I fuck with the likes of some of these niggas.
Exactly.
And that's for real.
I ain't all that. But like I said, you just don't fuck with me.
No, you have to have standards. I mean, if you don't have standards for yourself, a nigga ain't gonna respect you. So it is regardless if you all that to the one who gonna be all that to you. Hey, damn that, honey. I don't care how I look. If you ain't finna be treat me though any kind of way.
I feel you, and I absolutely agree.
Want no money and all that old craziness, baby. You don't get back. Sir, get off my phone.
They was like, man, you got that man over there mowing the yards for a living, and you over here fucking with this motherfucker who need $20 for food. Child, I'm like, child.
Mowing yards for a living. Who said that joke?
So I don't know. Somebody said that the other day.
Somebody petty.
Mr. Pettyville. They said Mr. Pettyville over there working and mowing yards and shoveling snow and making a living, and this nigga over here trying to blackmail
no snow in Florida.
Huh?
And he ain't mowing no yards without no lawnmower.
Oh, so he ain't shoveling no snow in Florida?
No, they said he mowing the lawn. They said he's mowing the turf. That's what they said now. He's mowing turf.
Bless his heart.
Hey, turf fake grass.
I think that's like a mat or something, ain't it?
Oh, okay.
That's the joke. Like I got turf on my patio.
Backyard, yeah.
Remember when I showed y'all
my patio? Tell me something now, because I didn't know you could mow turf, but okay.
Yeah, when I first moved to my house and my nephew was redoing my patio, he put down green turf that looks like grass. Yeah. Hold on, I think this is T Danielle. Hey T.
Hey, good morning, everyone. How are you?
Good morning.
How's my sound?
You
good.
Good, y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Jay.
You know, it used to be me messed up.
How are you? I came up to say it's not even the problem of, in my opinion, the biggest problem is not Miss Big Sexy coming on here talking about the type of man she would, and I'm not I would never give a man money. This the kind of man got to have this, that, and everything else. Come to find out you don't have those standards. That's the problem that I have. I would never give a nigga money. Mr. Pettyville, he don't get no money from me. He this, he that. And if a nigga gonna mess with me, I got to have this. And still trying to be in her delusions. Don't know nigga lead me, I lead them. Who believes all that? And it's not even about her weight. I got a cousin that don't want nothing but a fat woman. I had a birthday party. He asked me, T, it's gonna be some fat women there. So it's some chubby chasers around here. Some men will, my granddaddy say, fuck a snake if you get them to hold their head still. That's not even the point. It's just that you try to come on here acting like, girl, stop it.
Yeah.
And both of y'all fat. Can't neither one of y'all find y'all private parts. How y'all gonna even do it? Because
he fat too.
I didn't see his whole
That's
body.
what
I just
Remix
saw.
said. Remix said, she told him he a big guy.
He
But-
fat too. He can't find her. She can't find his. How they
Y'all,
gonna do that?
Lord have
And she be over there
mercy.
talking about she riding dick and all that. Girl, ain't nobody letting you on
She-
top of
Baby.
them.
Brianna feeding a fat nigga, girl.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me make this clear. Who's fat? Remix or Mr. Petty?
Mr. Remix said,
Remix fat.
Bree told her that Mr. Pettiville was fat.
Oh, now,
Oh.
now I know Remix.
So
is
he
fat.
ain't
I
mowing
heard
shit. Somebody lying.
I saw Remix. He didn't
He a
look fat,
big
but
guy.
he had a stomach though.
He got 2 stomachs.
Remix got 2 stomachs?
That's what I
Cause
saw.
I only saw him for a minute. It was like he was on the live for a minute. I saw them 2-3 dreads and
She
he had
lying.
on
2 or 3.
She
and then
lying.
had on like a red shirt. And so
Yep.
I saw a quick little bit of him, but he didn't look like he was no huge guy, but he ain't skinny.
I know that's right,
It
Linda.
ain't nothing wrong with him being a big guy, but a big guy with her talking sexy talk. How y'all gonna even make that happen?
The sexy talk was Popeyes.
But then he said she was taking showers and stuff with. Now I don't
I didn't
believe it.
believe it. I didn't
I don't
believe it
believe
anyway.
that she
Well,
did
I
that.
know VS got $600 on the floor for that
He
nigga.
said he didn't. Somebody said he didn't want it.
But you wanted
Because he's lying.
you want to
Right.
blackmail her for 100, but you don't want 6.
But
Yeah,
see, the
you
thing
know.
about it is, he just
At this
wants
day and
somebody to
age,
come over there and watch him. That's all that
he
is.
could have AI'd some damn shit for that $600. I had Bree bathing and jumping in and out and shitting on the toilet, all kind of
Deanna,
stuff.
I'm about the next time you see me in the chat, you're not gonna see me because I'm gonna block you. I can no, not
Why?
AI naked pictures.
Deanna said, I send everything.
On the AI.
Yeah.
Shoot. Hey, I can put your face on anything.
It sure can.
He
It
said
sure
with
can.
AI. You know what?
Well, he had already lied. He might as well went on here and try to hustle up that money. He needing $30 to go eat, and y'all said he was trying to extort her for 100.
But if you gonna take the chance to extort 100, what $100 gonna buy?
That's what they talking about with the 30 that he was asking in the chat. Shit, when I go to the grocery store, $30 barely get me a pack of a roll of hamburger.
You know he wasn't going to no grocery store.
That was for
the
crack.
130. It was
Remember
two
on his
different
record, he
kinds.
has a crack possession
Oh, that's
charge.
right. That's right.
What a possession. So did he smoke crack or he getting a 40 pack, a 30 pack? You know what? He probably smoking it. He probably smoking it. They said he was getting money from the kids and stuff.
Well,
From his own kids. That's crack behavior. That's
from
crack
his kids.
behavior.
Yeah.
Any motherfucker that's selling drugs that's asking to borrow $100 or $30, they smoking it.
He wasn't selling that, baby. A drug dealer not gonna get caught with no little bit of drugs. He was trying to hold on to that. He thought he was gonna get away from the police and smoke that later.
Don't get high off your own supply.
And I mean, who getting money from their kids? My son away at school, and for my birthday, he'll send me some money. I send that money right back. I'll be like, boy, please, you can't afford to be giving me no money.
Yeah, when my son I take that shit. My youngest baby sent me $55 the other day. Said, put this on some lunch.
My friend, sons, they be sending me money when we be going out to eat and shit. They be sending me money for their mamas. Like, hey, my mama.
Their mama. I be getting money out the blue. Like
now, once he finished with school, now I'm taking every dime. But right now he's still in school, so I
but if
be
the
like,
baby
baby,
is college or something, yeah, I get
but baby, once he's done with school, I'm taking every dime.
I get you. Yeah, if he is cool, I get
every single dime. I sure am. But right now,
and then, y'all know they said that it wasn't the whole 30 at one time. It was 10 one time and 20 another time.
Right, it was 10 and 20.
But wait a minute, hold on. One of them,
Lord.
she had asked, and I guess she took. He had asked, and I guess she took too long sending it. Then he sent a request.
Right, a cash out request.
And you gotta be careful with the request because I almost got on somebody's request.
Well,
Turn
you
that
know,
off.
Deanna got GT.
You know you.
And somebody got Jay Wilson, remember?
Was that
Somebody
for
got Jay Wilson.
When
Deanna?
that
I had to get it.
$100, Deanna,
I got $100 off of ZT, honey.
I
and
knew
went
it
to
That was a
lunch.
good morning.
See,
was.
you can turn that off in the app though, Hoodie.
Yeah,
Huh?
Yeah, I
cut that
turned
You
off.
mine
can
off.
turn that off in the app so you won't accidentally
Oh,
respond.
okay. And then Linda said, hold up, you should be out here working another job and trying to get. Hey, I'm telling y'all, my stepdaddy, he worked like 100 jobs when we was growing up, and we was still poor. So
What?
I don't fuck around with no niggas that don't
You
work.
know they say he lost
Period.
his job
Okay.
because he stole some wood or
Some
something while
wood,
he was at work.
Shut up, shut. You know what?
a piece of
Because
wood, not just
I'm
wood,
trying to
a
see.
piece.
I don't know who pounded that wood, but they were like, I think that was Lemon. So what he was trying to build a clubhouse or something? What he stealing wood for?
Oh,
Oh,
piece
that's what
of
they were talking
wood.
A
about when they
piece
said, was
of
he trying to
wood.
build?
Yes.
Somebody said, was he trying to build an ark? Was he trying to build a tree house?
Yeah, I don't know what kind of wood it was, but it was they say he took it from his job and that's how he lost his job.
I
Well,
didn't know what the fuck. I was like, who trying to build an
So
ark?
what kind of job he had? He was cutting trees or something?
Baby,
no,
I
they
don't
never
know.
said
I
that.
just heard that part.
And
You
Hoodie,
know
sad
what?
note, we can review that show. I got a little bit of time because we don't go on another tour to the end of the month. So
Okay.
whenever you want to review it, did you start the Prodigal Son yet?
No.
Have
Nope.
either one of you? Because one of my friends, and I never got into it, but I heard it's real good. Snowfall.
Oh yeah, I've been watching that. Yeah. I
That's
finished
good.
that
Okay.
last year.
I'm gonna
That's
watch
good.
that when I catch up on my other stuff. But anyway, I'm sorry. I just want to throw that in. So whenever you're
No, that's
ready.
okay. That's cool. That's cool. But did y'all hear Lemon call Sassy and them some dick sucking hoes? Her and
Oh
Lolo.
yeah.
Dick
Oh
sucking
no.
bitches.
I
Dick
was in
sucking
that line.
bitches.
What the fuck
Yep.
is Lemon on? They said he was upset because Goosey kept bringing up the fact that KRN called Lemon's mama
His
a bitch.
mama a bitch.
Now he
Yep.
ain't got nothing to say about it, and
But
Lemon's
KRN
showing up
didn't
and
call
down.
his mama a bitch just out of nowhere. That was after that
Right.
night. And then he said, "What if I called your mother a bitch?"
Right. And Goosey was saying, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? And Lemon didn't want them to make it content. He said, Lolo, now
Well,
you
he
know
make
we ain't never put
everything
you in no
content. He made
right. And
Lolo
what
Right.
he
mama content. Why he different?
right, and
And
that's what
then
he was saying. He was telling
he was
Lolo,
cheap
I ain't never
because
put you in no content. And Lolo was like, come on now, Lemon, come on now, for real.
I told
but
Lolo this
you know
morning.
what it was? He was cheap because while he was up there, he said he was gonna call KRN because
And
KRN was in the chat
KRN didn't.
and
And
KRN paid him dust.
but here's the thing: little do you know that caller that call in on the call-ins that tell KRN Lemon in love with him. That's me.
Okay. I remember that Sunday. That was you Sunday talking about he in love.
But they
Yes.
always want to do that shit. They want to clown people and drag people and disrespect people, and then want to hit them on the back end, talking about I was just
Nope.
no. Don't hit me on the back end. Like Rick Reed said, do not fucking hit me in a private. Talk to me on the panel. Talk to me
Right.
on your
Look,
panel.
if
Right.
earlier that day you was telling me how you was finna whoop my ass, and then
Mm-mm.
you
He
said
said
you
he
gonna
gonna
whoop my ass
the
in the morning, and,
shit
and that night you gonna try to call me.
exactly.
I wish the hell I would.
Still in whoop ass mode. Hell, come
Okay.
I
on.
know that's us. You know what?
Shit.
He is a raving drunk, and I told Lolo this morning he's a raving drunk. He is not a friend to anybody. If he don't respect his mama, he don't respect his life, his kidneys. He don't respect his liver. So how do you expect him to respect you and care anything about you? Girl, move on with your life. Lemon is
and from what
downtrodden, almost
from what we
40,
can
living
all
with his mama. Girl, leave him be.
and from what we can all tell, he don't be supporting a lot of his supporters. Like Lemon don't be
Right.
supporting people's lives like
Nope.
people support his lives.
That's
No.
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
because I think that the first time they got into it was on Lemon panel, and then Lemon got mad at Lolo because of something that had to do with Goosey. So he started acting funny with him, and then he ended his live. So Lolo started her live, and I guess I don't know if he redirected them over there or not. But
He
next thing
did.
you know,
He did.
okay. But then, and next thing you know, he was over there on her live, but he was still trying to take over, like he was still at his house.
He sure did.
I'm like, how you
But
up
see,
there
you
telling
know what?
people to?
I blame Lolo, you know me and you good, but I blame her because she allows that behavior from him against her.
Absolutely.
So as much as we want to blame him and say he's all these things, this is behavior that she has accepted
Yeah.
far too long, and only she can stop this.
Right, and I don't blame him for shit. Like, honest to God, I don't blame him for shit because I would never be a 50, 60-year-old woman letting a young Thundercat like that talk to me and treat me any other kind of way.
Thundercat implies sexy. He is nobody's
No,
Thundercat.
Thundercat in our hood means a young
Implies a
nigga.
little girl.
That means
Go
a
ahead.
little
Oh,
nigga.
see, I always thought it meant like a sexy little something.
No,
A
that means like
sexy
a
young
young,
one.
like a younger guy. That's the
I
terminology.
don't care how old you is. She ain't talking to me like that. Up there
But
telling me to
right,
shut the
Ever.
fuck up. On
I
my
say all the
time?
time, if my husband, my father, my brothers, or my sons don't speak to me that way, no other man will.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
then don't he
Exactly.
talk to all of his women like that though?
He's
But if
never
my
It
spoke.
seems like
sons
it.
ever, y'all know how my sons are. They be in the background yelling through my computer, talking to y'all sometimes when I'm live. If they ever heard something, they baby done took the whole computer and went outside. Motherfucker, who the fuck?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Like, who you
yes.
talk to? We don't talk to our mama like that. Our homeboys don't talk to. It ain't no nigga over around these motherfucking parts.
About to talk
To
to
my
my
mama like
mama like that.
shit.
Well,
You
you
know what?
ladies have a good one. My job expects me to work sometimes. So
All right,
you
love.
ladies have a good one.
Oh,
Stay cool,
You
okay?
too.
Drop me
look, you
down,
just
hoodie.
reminded me it's 10:30. I might need to be making my way to a computer somewhere.
Drop me down, hoodie.
You know what?
Hoodie,
They
But
drop me
yeah, that
down.
was crazy.
Y'all make sure y'all liking and sharing the video. But then, you know, the other day Shakim had that dude remix on his panel, and I was like, "You fuck with Brie, and she always taking up for your ass, and you got this nigga over there on your panel right after he did what she did, and now she done took his mod stick and blocked him." And so they say he was over there dragging her on Ness's panel. Is that true?
It wasn't I didn't hear it was on this panel.
Was it
They
Well,
said it was his panel, wasn't it?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Because I think when somebody asked him about it, he didn't go into detail, but from what I was hearing, it was like he was saying she took, because when the thing came out about him flagging her page, I think she had maybe took his mind stick. I don't know, but something about her taking his mind stick, and then after that, they was over. From what I hear on YouTube camera page, and Remix came over there, so he told Remix come to my page and we'll do I guess have a conversation.
exactly. That's what happened. They was over on hers, and then he took him over his.
Which
And
was kind of like a fuck you if
it
you think
was, but
about it.
besides that, when people were saying he flagged her channel, I don't know why everybody believed it, but she didn't.
Who? To my niece.
Bree.
Bree.
She
Bree,
still don't believe that he had anything to do with flagging her
oh
channel.
yeah. Shit. Mighty
Believe
funny.
who don't have nothing to do with it.
Shaquille. Remember the receipts they showed with him pretending to be certain CCs?
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was her?
Yep.
Oh no, I don't be watching them, Chad.
And they
I
talking about
thought he was the one who was showing the receipt, so
that.
he showed the receipt on himself.
Yeah, but
No,
Bree is saying,
KRN.
okay,
KRN. That night he
Oh,
went in
okay.
on Lemon, he on this as a side item, he showed the receipt that Shakim had been pretending to be Bree, and
Damn.
sent a thing to YouTube asking how many more strikes she got, she got on her page.
and
Yeah.
what if they actually responded to him? And what if that's why? See, you never know who
Yep.
motherfuckers behind the scenes with each other. Ain't that crazy how it happened? Somebody want to know how many more strikes you need, and then all of a sudden Brian is talking about, I didn't even know that she only needed one more.
Mm-hmm. But both Remix and Shakim from that Umar says
I know.
they already knew each other anyway, so that could have been a setup.
And a lot of people didn't want to fuck with them Umar boys when they came over here, but then a lot of people knew that their channels would be like popping, having them over here. I can't. Everything
I
ain't.
ain't never paid
All
them no
money ain't
attention.
good money. All money ain't good money, child.
Okay.
I ain't never paid none of them no attention. I ain't been to no Shakim live, nobody else binary, none of them.
Hey TC, hey Dr. J, what up, Simply Lazar? How you
Hey
doing?
TC.
I saw Brian on your channel this morning, Dr. J, telling you that he would never flag your channel. Jay Wilson was like, huh. And how am I supposed to believe that?
He ain't got to worry about it. I did it for him.
Hold up, I need some water.
I'm sick of Brian.
Girl, I'm over here choking. Oh my God, Deanna, stop. Girl, I'm about to die. Speaking of water, do you know the main break? The main water, the water main. What do you call the motherfucker? The water main break.
The water main.
On my block. Man, I went outside this morning to check.
Was it because of the weather?
Yeah, that's how cold it's been here. But I went to check my mail and I saw all these guys walking, knocking on doors. And I said, what the fuck is going on? They said water main break, because they was yelling up my hill. I said, really, where? They was like, way down there, water's everywhere. And it's blocked. And I said, oh, okay, I'm walking to my house. He said, hold up, what's your address? And I told him, he said, yep, your water gonna be off too for about 4 hours. I was like, no.
Yeah. Well, good, you've been out there to be prepared.
Girl, I was prepared. I was going around, hurried up, making my breakfast.
She said 9 degrees in Philly. It was 9 degrees here Monday morning.
Child, I was around here like, thank God I keep a big old thing of water bottles and shit all the time.
Yeah.
Cause and I had just finished cooking breakfast. So I was like, let me hurry and wash these breakfast dishes before the water go off for 4 hours. But I was like, damn. He was like, what's your address? I was like, why? Because I stay up a hill, so they can't see my address from the street. So I was like, I told him my address. He said, yep, you're on the list.
Oh, wow.
I was like, fuck. But you said, how about that strike? And then the end, I was like, thank God it happened today, because, you know, tonight I got to start working on that cake order for them 60-year-old twins for tomorrow. I would have been devastated if my water was
out the way, right?
And I wash my hands at least 1,000,000 times when I'm doing cakes. So I would have been like, just, trying to be in somebody's house. Panic. Girl, I would have took all my shit, loaded my shit up in my car, and went to somebody's house.
Your baby's house?
Went to somebody's house, sure would have. Shit, turn the stove off.
They talking about another Arctic blast, y'all, this weekend.
That's what I heard too. But they said at first they were saying we were gonna get some snow. Now they talking about wintry ice mix. I said, you know what? We fell for that. We fell for that shit last weekend.
Girl,
and ain't a
why
drop
they
of
messing
snow.
up our weekends like this?
Okay. It wasn't a drop of snow. I mean, it was cold, but it wasn't no snow. It had people. You know how they do down here. They start talking about snow, and the grocery store gets sold out and all of that shit. So,
and they didn't just not. They trying to stock them back up, but they can't get them stocked up because they can't travel through Memphis. A lot of our stores still ain't got stuff.
What's going on? Is Memphis? Did Memphis get snow?
Yeah, they got a lot of snow. They got a lot of snow in North Mississippi, but by the time it got to like us from Tupelo on up, they got snow. From this way back, we ain't getting none.
And see, we ain't getting none either. And they claimed it was gonna be so much snow. And I'm about an hour from the Tennessee state line, but we about an hour and a half from Nashville though. So I don't know if Nashville got any, but we ain't getting none.
It's cold everywhere. And we're so used to it, even though we might complain, we're used to it, but a lot of people are not used to it. And so I'll be feeling for them, because the whole, our whole city would never shut down. We have to have like 20 inches of snow for our city to shut down, and schools are closed. Shit.
But we don't be prepared for that type of stuff down here.
That's what I said. That's why I said I'll be feeling for the people down there, because we're used to it and y'all ain't. So that's why.
And the weather people be wrong half of the time. I was like, hell, if I had to get paid based on the accuracy of being a weatherman, it's 50% chance every day. It might rain, it might not. It might snow, it might not. You can't never tell what it's gonna do listening to them.
And that's probably because of the location y'all in, because trust, if they say we getting 8 inches, everybody out at Walmart. I heard how Deanna said they were selling snow blowers and generators and all that kind of shit. When they say we getting snow, oh, we getting snow
Mhm.
because of all the cold
Okay.
areas around us too. That snow coming.
I'm gonna tell you, the only time we get snow is when my refrigerator empty. So every time they start hollering about it's finna snow, I said I'm gonna go and do y'all a favor and go to the grocery store. Cause if I got
Mm,
food in the house, it ain't gonna snow. Cause
right.
anytime it has snow, it been when we didn't expect it or they done said it, I ain't believe them or something. And then look in the refrigerator and be like, damn. But
Child.
most of the time they'll tell us about they might tell us about 4 or 5 times a year that we're gonna get snow. Out of them 4 or 5, we might get some twice.
We don't get thank you. And then that's the thing. We don't get warm when we get hit.
Oh
By the
yeah,
time
'cause
we get hit, child, it be up on
right.
us. It all they find out when we find out. Everybody looking at the snow at the same damn time.
You like,
Exactly.
what's this white shit? Where this shit come
Okay.
from?
Because
They
and
said the Bahamas and mid Florida might get snow with that bomb cyclone. Oh wow. Mm-mm-mm. But shit, what else? What else? Anything else I missed in the beef sector? Oh, I heard that ZX stood on his word and gave Brianna some college graduation money. So now she was like, he can't do no wrong in
is
her
that what that was
class.
about? Because I was wondering what he did that she was so
He was a
so
stand-up guy and all this kind of shit. And I was like,
that nigga
And
still ain't
she'll
shit.
be more fat bitches when
Okay,
he
girl,
gets
girl.
tired.
But
that
Girl,
ain't shit.
I got time for that.
they said her
Mm-mm.
chat said, so that means we can't buy him down anymore. She said you sure the fuck can for $100.
Yeah, because he'll turn on her. So
That's crazy. I don't know, but they ain't doing that but showing what type of people they is, money moving them like that.
So I was like, I wonder how much money, and because even people in the chat was like, do you care to tell how much money he gave you? And she like, no, I ain't gonna do that, but you can buy him down for 100. I was like, oh damn.
well, I ain't understand the whole her asking her chat to give her the money for her graduation pictures. These days, don't people just take pictures with their phone?
No.
Look, I ain't bought no
You
school,
hire a whole photographer.
baby. I ain't bought no school pictures in years.
Girl, you hire a whole photographer. Like my homegirl, the one who I've been telling y'all about is dealing with, breast cancer, she's a photographer and that's her main business. Graduations is her main business.
Well, baby, the only graduation picture I had was the ones my folks took when I walked across the stage.
Girl, that's the only ones I had because my mom couldn't afford to take photographer for my pictures. But for
I
my
think my
son,
daddy had the Polaroid.
yeah, I hired my homegirl. My homegirl did mine for my boys. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Well, when Naya graduate, I'll be doing her graduation pictures.
Girl, shoot, I'm looking forward to the season because I'll be doing all the graduation cakes and T-shirts and all that shit. That's one of my biggest seasons too. Graduations and the holidays like Thanksgiving, shit like that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, which is right around the corner.
yeah, when my niece graduated from high school, she had shirts made and stuff. Cam's TT,
Yep.
and I think she was class of. I think it's 2022. It's 2026. I got to get my money worth. I still be walking around like she just graduated yesterday.
Child, I be trying to get all that money. I'm like, who need
Okay,
T-shirts? Who need T-shirts?
because
And then
it's like
now
$30 for that shirt to wear one time.
I offer T-shirts in my cake packages too, and my dessert packages too. You need a birthday girl T-shirt? You need a birthday nigga T-shirt? Should I throw that in for an extra something?
See, I really didn't. I ain't never heard you talk about the shirts. I didn't even know you did shirts.
Girl, Deanna.
Yeah, she
Now
been doing
Deanna
shirts.
follows me. Me and Deanna are friends on Facebook, and you're my friend too, Mel. And you ain't never seen me purse my T-shirts.
I only see the cakes.
I even
She
do
got a new
videos.
Preston thing too.
I even do I even got videos, a ton of them on my YouTube
Oh,
channel.
I didn't see them.
Yeah.
Because I know when I first joined your membership, you had the whole merch thing. Were you making that stuff?
No, when I first started, I used Teesprings for my
That's
merch.
what I thought. That's what I thought.
Right.
So I'm like, so
But
when did you start doing the shirts?
I started doing shirts like 6 months ago.
Oh, so this new. Okay.
Yeah, it is fairly new. It is fairly new.
Okay.
Yeah, it is fairly new. But let me show you the shirt that I made for Baby Ace. It's a total sublimation shirt.
Okay.
Matter of fact, do I have a picture of it on here? I don't even think I got the picture on here. Never mind. Oh shit! Fuck.
It's on your page. It's on your Facebook page.
Oh, hold up. All right, here you go. Hold up. Hold on. Here it comes, Mel.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to.
This is my first. No, this one is on my YouTube. It's a short that I put on my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
It's me doing the shirt for Ace for my grandbaby. Okay, hold on. Let me bring it on here. And this was my first all over sublimations, which are really hard to do and they really expensive if that's what you want. But that's what most people want for their graduations. They want all over sublimation t-shirts.
Now, what's sublimation? What's that mean?
Sublimation is a special kind of printer, first of all, that you got to buy. The printer costs like $500. And it takes like really, really expensive ink that really puts the ink in the shirt. Like, you know how some people just do iron-ons and shit like that?
Yeah.
It puts the ink in the shirt.
Okay.
Like a shirt you would buy from the store. It's like actually in the shirt. Instead of just on top of the shirt. So here, I'll let you see the video. Hey, what's up, you guys? Can you believe that this? Look at it now. Look at it now. Look at it now. It's going to go on this. All over t-shirt sublimation. And to do that, we're going to use this. Okay, looky. Man, for those of y'all who never sublimated t-shirts before, like all over sublimation, this is a lot of work. All right, this is the last piece of the shirt that I gotta press. Now I'm using a 15 by 15, so when you're doing an all over sublimation, you gotta do it in piece by piece of the shirt, different areas, and that's why we gotta tape all these different pieces of sublimation paper on the shirt to cover the whole shirt. All right, here we go. All right, you guys, it's reveal time, and I'm so nervous because this is my first all over sublimation shirt. So bear with me, you guys. OMG, do you see what I see? Is that Blaze? When I say this boy loves him some monster trucks and some Blaze and some cars, I mean, everything in his room darn near represents trucks, cars, monster trucks, Lightning McQueen, all over the place. That's all you see in his room. And of course, I decorated this myself. On the walls, trucks from wall to wall, wall to wall. So yes, in honor of my first sublimation t-shirt, and when I say all over, can you say it with me together? All over sublimation t-shirt in honor of Ace, my grandson. But yes, that's his bedroom in my crib. Now this shirt is actually a medium. So it's too big for him. But the reason why I made it bigger was because some people was like, to do your first sublimation all over sublimation t-shirt, you should start off with a smaller shirt instead of large, extra large, 2X.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a sublimation shirt. So you see, I didn't just lay a picture on there. Actually, you print off. You gotta buy this sublimation printer. Then you have to buy sublimation ink. Then you have to buy sublimation paper, and then you print the picture on the paper. You print the picture, you save it. Well, you save the picture to your computer. Then you put the sublimation paper through the sublimation printer, and then you print off the picture. And then what it is the sublimation ink. When you put it with the heat press, or you can even use an iron, like a regular iron, like they do back in the day. If it's like something small that you're trying to do, you can just use an iron. But the steam along with the ink forms this technique, and inserts the ink in the shirt, like all the way in the shirt. So like on the inside of the shirt, you got to put like some butcher paper on the inside of the shirt, so because it'll go through, and you got to put butcher paper underneath the shirt as well. So that because it will go all the way through to the other side of the shirt. That's how well it works. But then it also gives off this fumes because of the technique with the ink and the heat. So you got to have your room fumigated wherever you have the heat press, wherever you're doing your sublimation. You got to have windows open, fans going, blowing the fumes out the window. Yeah, so you have to wear a mask and everything. Now, there's other ways to do t-shirts, like the iron-ons, the transfer papers, the vinyl, the different ways. But if you're doing sublimation, you have to have windows open. You got to wear a mask. But a lot of people want the sublimation because it's the longest lasting way to have, pictures or graphics on your t-shirt. It lasts longer than the iron-ons and all that shit. But it does cost more money too for those sublimation t-shirts and clothing and all that shit.
Girl, you might meet and gave me an idea to get now you started in a business.
Girl, I've been telling my friends, I've been telling my homies, like, what y'all doing?
Yeah, because we've been trying to think of something we can do for her for added income, and she's artistic and stuff anyway. So
girl, let me know. Let me know. My homegirl asked me what all she needed, and I sent her all the links to everything I purchased.
Send it to me.
I sure will.
Yeah, because I mean, 500 is a good investment if you own, because shirts
that's just for the sublimation printer. Now you're gonna spend some money on it's a lot of things that you need. And I got an Amazon. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so I have Amazon links too. My Amazon link is in the description of all my videos. So if you click that link, you can go to my Amazon page, and I have a list of all the things I use for t-shirts, all the different products and supplies, just like with my cakes. I have that on Amazon. But yeah, it's a lot of things now that you have to buy.
That's okay though. That's an investment though.
But it's worth it. You can sell a sublimation shirt like that I just made. You can sell that for like $45. That t-shirt.
So how long does it take you to do one shirt?
Well, after you do it, like the longest part is putting it together. Because you have to make the t-shirt first, and then you have to take bits and pieces from you got to do it in like Canva. You got to make the t-shirt graphics first. Put it on a mock-up t-shirt in Canva, and then you have to take each piece of the pattern and put it on a whole nother girl. It can take you probably, I want to say maybe an hour and a half.
That ain't bad.
Which ain't bad if you're selling it for $45. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
we Canva, that's my ish right there. Canva and CapCut.
Yeah.
I do my videos and stuff over there. So 90 Pooh finna have her another business, honey.
It's worth it because I told my
Yeah,
son
send me the
that's what my
stuff.
grandbaby gonna be doing when he's old enough to where I can trust him to be around a heat press. Because for little kids, you do not want little kids to be around a heat press because that thing gets 400 degrees. It has to be like 400 degrees, and it's
Yeah.
really hot. And you can really fuck yourself up. But for like her age, teenagers and shit, yeah, they great to learn how to do that. And a lot of
Yeah.
teenagers do that. A lot of teenagers have a t-shirt printing business.
Yeah, because we active in a lot of we got a lot of clubs and stuff around here as far as like that people participate in.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times they order shirts. So that's why I
Yep.
was asking. That's why I was asking how long do it take to do one? Because a lot of times when people buy stuff like that, they buy them for 10 or 20 people.
Well, see, if it's like a pattern, like let's just say it's something you just created off the whim,
Uh-huh.
like I'm about to start selling the Hood Table t-shirts. If it's something like I created off the whim and I can just resell it, then each time you do it, all you got to do is print what you already produced on your
Okay.
computer. So you don't got to start from the beginning. So once you do something like if I did like, the design I did for, oh, damn, you didn't see the design I made since you don't even know I make t-shirts. But I made a breast cancer t-shirt for my homegirl for her birthday, the one who I said, was fighting the breast cancer. And I can like resell that. Once you make a design, you can literally resell it. And I'm gonna show you the picture right here. Hold up.
Okay.
This is what I put on my homegirl shirt.
Okay.
So I can resell that. So you can have some designs that you make and you save to your computer and you can just print it over and over and over again. And it takes you 5 minutes,
Yeah.
But if it's something that somebody came to you and said, I want you to create this, those take longer. But once it's created, if somebody else wants to order it, then you just put it on a t-shirt.
So, and this might be a stupid question, but when it comes to stuff like that, do you have to worry about copyright? Like if you using something,
No. Because I have what do you call it? I have accounts with different places that have graphics. There's different websites graphics that you can.
I was gonna say, like if you want to do a Mickey Mouse or something like that, then you ain't gonna run into no problems for using the image.
If you're doing something like that, then you got to do that for like yourself. That's like something you would give away. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't sell something like that.
See, I didn't know about that part. So yeah, send me the information so I can find out what's
just like the shirt I just made for Ace. That's still as a gift.
Okay, no, we ain't trying to give. We trying to make a profit.
Yeah, like somebody had asked me one day, could you make me a Terrence Crawford shirt? Because he's from here. He just won that big ass fight with Alvarez, and everybody's buying t-shirts. He got a whole store here where he sells his t-shirts in the hood, right in the middle of the hood. And people like, can you make me a Terrence? Shit, you ain't about to get me in no lawsuit. Because he did actually, remember he took old girl to court?
See, I'm not familiar with Terrence Crawford.
Oh yeah, the Laverne. The one who was caught up in the mistress and the husband.
He took her to court.
He took her to court years ago because she was using his name and had to sell products because they had got into it years ago. And he took her to court and won.
Wow.
Yep, because she was. Yep. So I was like, hell no, you ain't about to get me with the champ. Hell no. And he got a whole store. Like, it's not like I'm selling Michael Jordan shit and Michael Jordan somewhere else. He'll probably never see me. But the champ lives here and he has a whole store in the hood where we can just roll up to and buy his merch. No, I'm not doing that.
Okay. Well, what about like the sororities and fraternities and stuff?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't worry about those. You fine with stuff like that. I wouldn't worry about that.
Okay.
I really wouldn't. If you technically look at all the people who are selling t-shirts, a lot of people just sell whatever the fuck they want. And they don't care about no consequences. So it's totally up to you, what you do. But
look, I ain't trying to go to nobody court.
That's
why I say send me the information, let me do the research. But I think that'll be something good for Naya since she, do a lot. I just bought her not a graphing tablet, but a drawing tablet, because she does artwork and stuff. So she could print her own designs. So yeah, we definitely gonna check on it. But girl, it's 11 o'clock. Let me get up and get to work.
Hold up, hold up. They said in the chat that Lemon just got arrested.
What?
Nasara, what? I'm up here running my mouth and I didn't even wait. What?
What he did?
Hold on. Let me see if I can find some. Please. I'm trying to look to see if I see.
Oh, she said Don Lemon?
Who's Don Lemon?
You know the guy that used to do the CNN.
The news guy? Oh, girl.
Yeah.
What?
Now, wasn't there something going on with him and Nicki Minaj or something like that? They were arguing or something.
So Don Lemon, hold up, let me look it up. Don Lemon arrested.
Zara, I'm with you. That's why I asked. Now, what is? She said.
Wow.
She said, I thought it was a kinky thing. That's why I said, what's sublimation? What does that mean?
Shut up. Hold up, y'all. Let's go. Okay. Do you gotta go, Mel? I'm just gonna play this video, but you can go if you gotta go.
Yeah, let me go on and I'm gonna still be listening, but I need to get up and get ready for work.
All right, I'm about to play this video. Don, let me get arrested. And thank you so much, Deanna, T, Mel. Thank you guys so much for hitting the panel this morning.
All right, I'm gonna catch you.
Oh, Deanna said, my bad, I thought that was for your channel, then I got a call. Oh, that's okay, boo. Middle finger to the establishment. I'm in the Black Power Part 2. What happened? Okay, hold on, y'all. Here it is. Let me hit mute.
A former colleague of ours, former CNN anchor, Don Lemon, has been taken into custody, arrested just days after a protest inside a Minneapolis church. Now, he has maintained that he was going in as a journalist to cover the protest. Let's get right to CNN's Kara Scannell, and CNN chief media analyst Brian Stelter is also here with us. Kara, what are you learning first about this arrest that we should note? A magistrate judge, had rejected the federal government's attempt to put him under arrest just 1 week or so ago.
Sarah, that's right. We had reported that earlier this week that the magistrate judge had rejected an attempt by DOJ to bring criminal charges against Don Lemon. What we have learned is that last night in Los Angeles, in the 11 o'clock hour, Don Lemon was arrested in the hotel lobby in Beverly Hills and taken into custody. Now, it is not clear at this time what he is charged with, or if he is charged in a criminal complaint, or if he is charged in an indictment, which would have been returned by a grand jury. But it does appear to be connected to that because, as we reported earlier this week, the Attorney General Pam Bondi was livid that Lemon was not charged at the time. It appeared that they were going to continue to try to bring charges against him. And now we know that Lemon was arrested last night in Los Angeles, where he was in town to cover the Grammys. I do have a statement from his attorney, Abby Lowell, and it says in part, Don has been a journalist for 30 years and his constitutionally protected work in Minneapolis was no different than what he has always done. The First Amendment exists to protect journalists whose role it is to shine light on the truth and hold those in power accountable. There is no more important time for people like Don to be doing this work. Instead of investigating the federal agents who killed 2 peaceful Minnesota protesters, the Trump Justice Department is devoting its time, attention, and resources to this arrest. And that is the real indictment of wrongdoing in this case. Now, we do expect Lemon to make an appearance in court today. That is usually the process that follows when someone is arrested, and then it will be up to the judge whether he gives him bail, which would be expected in this case. So we're likely to learn more details about exactly what he is charged with, what form he is charged in, and if this was returned by a grand jury. And then we'll see potentially Lemon later today, but he's being held and has been held overnight in Los Angeles, arrested on some charges that appear to be related to Minneapolis. Sarah?
Kara, thank you for your reporting, giving us what we know at this hour. Brian, it cannot be overstated. This is a stunning move by the Department of Justice, going after a journalist, arresting Don Lemon. What do you see has happened here? Because a magistrate judge just last week told them, no, you are not going to lump him in with those who were protesting. He was there as a journalist. What could have changed, A, and B, how do you see this by the administration, what they have just done?
Right. This is a First Amendment test with multiple dimensions. The First Amendment protects the work of journalists. It also protects the right of worshipers to go to church and be able to peacefully assemble and worship and practice their faith. And the argument that we have heard from Trump officials is that that right to worship was infringed, not just by the protesters who walked into that church and started chanting, but also by Don Lemon because he and his crew members were there. Lemon has said all along that he was there not as an activist, but as a journalist. In fact, he was saying those words and repeating that out loud when he was inside the church. But he clearly knew something was taking place that day with the protesters. He told his viewers on YouTube to stay tuned because there was something about to happen. He was careful not to have his camera crew walk into the church until there was a disruption. And I would urge people to go online, actually watch the YouTube video, see how it all went down. I think Lemon's reporting from inside the church was very valuable. As a viewer, I learned a lot about how it happened, how it all went down. He interviewed some of the protesters in real time, yes. He also interviewed some of the worshipers. And I thought their comments were really insightful about what they went through, about how troubled, how scared they were by the disruption. At the same time, like I said, you learned a lot from the protesters about why they decided to show up there, believing that one of the pastors at the church also worked for ICE. So this video on YouTube, this is the real focal point. This video, it of course happened on a Sunday morning. This video was then streaming for everyone to see. And by Monday, the day after that incident, there was a lot of online outrage on the right. Many calls from MAGA loyalists to have Lemon arrested. I think an important part of the story here is the amount of pressure the Justice Department, Pam Bondi, and others have been under from the right to arrest Lemon, to take action like this. And as you said, the initial attempt to do so failed in Minnesota. Now we're seeing another attempt to do so. And Lemon did say on his live stream last week, he expected the government would keep coming for him. I think I view this in context with Trump administration attempts to target other perceived critics. Think about Letitia James, think about James Comey, think about the many cases we've covered in the past year of Trump retribution. Don Lemon is another figure on that list. President Trump has repeatedly attacked Lemon, both when Lemon was an anchor here at CNN, but again, more recently. Trump has made no secret of his disdain for Lemon. And Lemon, of course, has been harshly critical of President Trump for many years as well. So he is a Trump foe. And this is another example of the administration targeting a Trump foe. A friend of Lemon's tells me, as Kara just said, he did spend the night in jail. He's still in custody. His friends don't seem to know what the charges are yet. But the pressure from the right to take this action was really, really severe. And you're going to see some people, on the MAGA right who are going to cheer this. At the same time, many First Amendment groups, many press freedom advocates are going to say this has a real chill because Lemon walked in, yes, with a microphone and a camera to document what happened at the church. Yeah. And frankly, I think viewers are better off for him having told us what happened in the church that day.
Wow. I cannot. Wow, that's crazy. They said they've been trying to arrest him. Wow. And then I see where a few hours before the arrest, because Don Lemon, he was supposed to be covering the Grammys. So when he was arrested, he was out there covering the Grammys because when they have that shit going on, it'd be like 2 days worth of shit. a couple of days worth of shit, interviewing people and all kind of things, all the things like that. And that's what he was doing in LA. But they said the ex-CNN anchor, along with like 4 other journalists, all were arrested by federal agents in LA where he was covering the Grammy Awards. They said instead of investigating the federal agents who killed 2 peaceful Minnesota protesters, the Trump Justice Department devoted its time, attention, and resources to this arrest. And that is the real indictment of wrongdoing in this case, Lowell said. I'm reading this from an article. The unprecedented attack on the First Amendment and transparent attempt to distract attention from many crises facing the administration will not stand. Don will fight these charges vigorously and thoroughly in court. They said the arrest of one of the country's most recognizable journalists is the latest development in the federal government's unprecedented immigration crackdown in Minneapolis, in which 2 U.S. citizens have been shot and killed. Lemon was arrested by the FBI and Homeland Security in Beverly Hills at approximately midnight, according to a federal warrant issued in another district. Details of the charges against the 4 were not immediately available. However, the Justice Department promised to pursue charges against Lemon after the independent journalist covered the protest at a church in St. Paul on January 18. A federal magistrate judge had previously rejected a criminal complaint, as we just heard in that news story, against Lemon. A source familiar with the matter described Bondi as enraged by the decision. Their arrest also followed the apprehension of 3 others, Nakimi Levi Armstrong, Chantel Louisa Allen, and William Kelly, who disrupted the same church service in St. Paul. Demonstrators gathered at the service because its pastor, David Easterwood, allegedly works for Immigration and Custom Enforcement. The protesters said Easterwood is the acting director of an ICE field office in St. Paul. The federal government cited the FACE Act to justify the arrest of the 3 protesters. The federal statute prohibits the use of force or intimidation to anyone trying to access reproductive services, but also contains provisions that cover houses of worship. But the protesters were released after a federal judge found the Trump administration offered no factual or legal support to justify 2 of the arrests. Prior to the arrest, Lemon said he stood by his reporting. He said, if this much time and energy is going to be spent manufacturing outrage, it would be far better used investigating the tragic death of Renee Nicole Good, the very issue that brought people in the streets in the first place, he said in a statement last week. The federal government has sent 3,000 federal immigration agents to the Twin Cities over the last 2 months and arrested more than 3,000 undocumented immigrants, according to the Department of Homeland Security. Amid the crackdown, Renee Good, 37 years old, and Alex Preddy, 37 years old, were both shot and killed by federal immigration authorities in separate confrontations, incensing large swaths of nation, which was why the protest was being had in the first place, right? And you said not a good move on the part of the men. They have been making a lot of bad moves, but this is what the people wanted. This is who the people wanted up there in that big old house. That's on the hill. That's who they wanted. But it says the operation has also transformed daily lives in the Twin Cities, with some residents protesting daily, patrolling the region's streets for immigration agents, and delivering groceries to undocumented families who are afraid to leave their homes. And after initially doubling down and referring to both Good and Preddy as domestic terrorists, Trump administration officials said they plan on reducing the number of agents in the state. On Thursday, administration also swapped out Border Patrol Commander Greg Bovino for former Obama staffer turned Trump border czar Tom Homan to oversee the immigration operation in the Twin Cities, dubbed Operation Metro Surge. But the arrest of journalist Don Lemon in connection with his reporting on a protest in Minnesota should alarm all Americans who works on the organization's U.S. efforts. Instead of prioritizing accountability in the killings of 2 American citizens, the Trump administration is devoting its resources to arresting journalists. CNN said in a post on Twitter that Lemon's arrest raises profoundly concerning questions about press freedom and the First Amendment. That's crazy. That's crazy. You said, "Oh, good morning, Jackson. How you doing, love?" They also put out an AI version of the woman heading to the protest, Nakima Levy Armstrong. Wow. They published on the government website a picture of her crying when she was arrested. She wasn't crying at all. She was looking a little too strong for them. They didn't like that. The administration is liars through and through. Well, look at who's running the administration. Look at who's running our country. One of the biggest liars in the country. And he's a double felon. Like, and it's so crazy how people were talking about all the people like of different, descents, different nationalities who were so excited when Trump won. They was having all these parties and shit like that, only to turn around and a lot of your own people are being forced out of their homes and forced back over to where they sometimes try to escape from. A lot of people who come here, they are escaping from dangerous situations, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Then they said Nicki Minaj, she had hurled some homophobic slurs at Don Lemon before his arrest over that Minnesota anti-ICE church protest. Nicki Minaj used a homophobic slur. That's why a lot of people are coming at Nicki, especially from the community. I heard T.S. Madison and Craig discussing it on T.S. Madison Fact Talk the other day, their Fact Talk show, which I love. I love both of them. But over on T.S. Madison, they were discussing it. A lot of people is really upset with Nicki. A lot of people from the community because she had used homophobic slurs in reference to Don Lemon shortly before he was arrested over his coverage of the anti-ICE protests. Minaj was asked about her response to Lemon after the public backlash over her coverage of the protest. And basically, she said, "You cocksucker." She said, "You cocksucker, stop." She said in the episode airing on Tuesday, February 3rd, before laughing at the offensive phrase. That gotta be wrong. February 3rd. Oh, yeah, this is okay. So Don has been a journalist for 30 years and his constitutionality is Don Lemon gay? Hold up, swole up. Hold up, swole up. Is Don Lemon gay? If that's news to me, I apologize. I apologize because I definitely didn't know. I didn't know. Oh, dang. Did the computer freeze up on us now? Hold up. My bad. I think the computer froze up. You said he came out a few years ago. Oh, okay. Okay. I love me some T.S. Madison, child. Double felon. Thank you. PDF. Oh, failed businessman. Ooh. Yes, that's him. That's him. All the things. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. But it says Minaj has used the slur multiple times in reference to Lemon since his live stream from City's church in St. Paul earlier this month, where demonstrators interrupted a weekend service. News broke on Friday, January 30th, that Lemon had been taken into federal custody in L.A. Dang, Nikki. Dang, Nikki. That's crazy. It be the ones who be getting the most support from the community that will talk about the community and use those type of homophobic slurs against the community. But most of the money they are making off the community. You know? But yeah, they said Minaj slammed Lemon's actions and comments that he called homophobic and bigoted. The journalist urged Minaj to sit the fuck down and grow some brains. TMZ said, he told TMZ, I'm not surprised Nicki Minaj does not understand journalism is weighing in on matters that are above her capacity. Lemon also addressed the incident in a video saying, once the protest started in the church, we did an act of journalism, which was report on it and talk to the people involved, including the pastor, the members of the church, and members of the organization. That's it. That's called journalism. But we know the real reason why he was arrested, because allegedly they're saying that the person over the church is involved with ICE. And they said that reporters, journalists, they're supposed to be protected when they're going to certain events, be it I mean, how many times have we seen a mob of people, or how many times have we seen protests? Oh my God. Like, remember when we had the protest here during the same time as George Floyd's unaliving, like within like the same week or so, we had an unaliving here. A young black man was unalived here. I did the story on it and everything. And it was during the protest for the George Floyd, where this man in our city was unalived by another white businessman in the downtown district. He thought the black man was trying to unalive him, but he was unalive. And then come to find out, the white man, he had fled our city, y'all. He fled our city because they were arresting him. They were coming to arrest and take him in. And he fled the city, went out of town, and they found him days later unalived. He unalived himself because he did not want to face the consequences for what he had done to this young black man in our city. And guess who was all down there doing the protest? It was journalists. Journalists. Journalists are supposed to be allowed at protests to record the shit. I mean, it happens all over the country. It happens all over the fuck. Ooh. And I'm not trying to stand up for Don Lemon. I mean, I'm just saying they really know what they're doing. Oh, you said drop the link? Hold on, babe. Hold on, here I am. I'm about to drop it. I thought I had it pinned to the top. Let's see. Hold on, let me pause my video in the background. Let me know if you can see the link, Sislo. Are you on the vertical live or the horizontal live? I'm going to just drop it in both of them just to be sure. Okay, Sislo, I just dropped it. And y'all, they still outside working on that water main break. I just tried to use my water knowing they told me the water was going to be off for 4 hours. And that stuff was just sputting and sputting, trying to come out through the pipes. I just hope they get it fixed before too much time go past, because tonight I have to start working on the cake order for tomorrow. I got to make 24 cupcakes. I got to make a custom design cake for those 60-year-old twins. It's a bling cake with all kind of embellishments and bling and, you know, shit like that. And yeah. So I pray they had a water situated by then, because I don't want to have to pack up all my shit and go over somebody else's house, but I will. I'll be like, I need your whole kitchen. Like, who can I think of right now that got a big ass kitchen like mine? Let me think. Because when I do my baking and my cake decorating, I need a lot of space. 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 I need a But I pray it don't come down to that. And I got tons of bottled water, but it's not the same as washing your dishes and washing your cake pans and your tools that you use to decorate the cakes and shit like that. And I have to have hot water. I guess I can boil hot water when I'm scraping the cake, when I'm scraping the cakes with the cake scraper, because you got to keep that hot so it's like real smooth. That's how, if y'all see cakes and they just real smooth, they just look flawless. That's because the cake scraper that people use to scrape around the cake to smooth the cake out, we keep it hot. We put it in hot water and then we dry it off, and then we get the scraping the cake. Then we put it in hot water again. Then we dry it off and get the scraping the cake. So that's how you make cakes really smooth. That's the easiest way for me. But yeah, that's a method a lot of people use. But yeah. Trucks outside. Now, Sislos, you gonna hit the link? I dropped the link. She said drop the stinking link. I dropped the stinking link, child. Hold on, let me look out this window. What up, Riggs? How you doing, love? I was waiting on Sislo to hit the doggone link. She told me to drop the link. But I don't know where she at. But anyway, Riz, you been keeping up with everything that's been going on? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, hon. I had hit mute. But it's a lot of shit going on out here, child. Brianna's channel been terminated by Brian. Brian done struck her channel, and that was the third strike. So they took Bree's channel, the main channel. They just snatched the whole channel away, terminated. That's fucked up. Just fucked up. People having all these flag wars and doing all this flagging and shit. Y'all gotta be careful out here. These motherfuckers ain't playing fair at all. They ain't playing fair at all. And here, you guys, I just took a picture outside. Now, it's through my screen on the side of my house, so I hope y'all can see it clear. But y'all see the trucks and that big old digger? That's like across the street from me on the side of my house, across the street. They still out there working on the water main break. I told y'all it happened earlier this morning. And it's a water main break. And like our whole street, like 8 blocks, no water. They told us our water might not be back on for a couple of more hours. So I just hope it be on soon. You said get timed out early in the morning. You said timed out? Who got timed out? You said somebody got timed out, Riggs? Did somebody time you out? Like, what happened? Yeah, I woke up this morning and went outside to check my mail. Who timed you? Oh, somebody. Oh, you timed somebody out? Oh, if they deserve to be timed out, time them out. I don't know what happened. But yeah, oh, I didn't time nobody out. Did you time somebody out? Maybe I'm confused. But yeah, Brian struck Bree's channel, And she already had a couple of strikes, so that one that he did. Oh. Who turned somebody out in my chat? Because the only mods in here I have is you, Sislo, and I think Deanna. Hold on, sis. Hold on, sis. What's up? Sislo?
Oh, yeah, it's me.
Oh, you wasn't saying nothing. Okay.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
You're welcome. Okay, I got some feedback. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on.
Oh, okay, because I hear you just fine.
When you hold on, babe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna have to go out, come back in, because
Girl, Sislo, it's a lot going on. From channel terminations, Don Lemon getting locked up.
Okay, can you hear me okay now?
I hear
That
you
should be
just
better. Okay, good. So yeah, the whole thing with the Don Lemon thing is like it's the underlay for the overplay. You know what I'm saying? It's just the beginning of well, no, it's the continuing of you say anything about me or my administration, and you're gonna pay costs. You're gonna pay for it. So the bottom line is that because he and the Barb has been into it back and forth, and she happens to be sitting on the lap of Agent Orange. There's a camaraderie there, and because of that, anything he said, like they have it in for him. They have it in for him because he's anti administration. Hang on, because he's anti administration. But anyway, so the whole thing of it is that now this sends a message. It sends two messages. One, it sends a message that if you stand up to me or you say anything to me, you're gonna pay consequences. I'm gonna make life difficult for you. He did it with Joy Reid. They did it with Jimmy Kimmel. Don Lemon, and on and on and on. Anybody that stands up, especially in the media or that has any type of platform that could make a difference, they try to shut it down and shut it up. The other thing of it is that we, as the citizens, we really have to be careful because it's almost like we got to play along to get along. You can't say or do anything, and it's not the land of the free. It's home of the brave for sure, because you brave to stand up to the administration, but it's definitely not the land of the free. So, it's like, pardon me?
They messing with people's First Amendment.
Messing with people's First Amendment rights, but it's not. It goes beyond that. It's like the beginning of communism.
Right.
It's the beginning of dictatorship. It's like you want
coming like a military militia, ICE.
Well, yesterday, right here in Michigan, at the school that I'm just gonna say one of my babies work at, one of the young babies, a fifth grader, was chased home by ICE, trying to snatch the baby off the bus stop.
I
The
heard about
school
that.
waiting on the school bus. They chased that baby home, and that was not the first time in the first child. Here's the thing: they catch these kids, and they pull these kids. You saying that you're going after criminals? Criminals and people that out here is doing what they're done. So criminal that you have to chase the child from the bus stop for them to run into hiding. Then the family got to pack up and move out of state somewhere just to feel safe. But they are chased. They are making people's lives miserable. Then they put these kids in these holding places. They don't know these kids are ill or how to take care of them. And babies are dying from asthma attack, diabetic comas, and things like that because they don't even know who they're snatching up and what their health conditions are and that they need medications to keep them going. Or what if they grab a child that's ADD or something and they don't know that this person is on medication to keep them calm, and then the baby has a meltdown and they end up doing what? You gonna hurt this child? You gonna hurt this child? It's bullying. That's exactly what it is. They're bullying people. And I cannot believe so many of us. Yeah, get those immigrants, get those this, get those that. I'm sick of them. And you know what they say? Stuff like, I'm sick of them going to the store and coming out with flatbeds full of food and we don't have that. I said, but why are you blaming them and not the administration that's giving it to them? It's backwards. But we don't have any more sense, because most of the people that I hear support him because they said he gave them a stimulus and he gave them PPP when he didn't do anything. The Congress, the House had the Senate, they had to vote on that in order for it to be released. The only executive orders he signed was something to put his agenda in place. That was it. None of those had anything to do with senior services or Medicaid or Medicare or any of that. None of those executive orders had anything to do with it. It was to get his agenda in order. We have got to wake up. We really have got to wake up and stop pussyfooting with the devil. And that's exactly what's going on right now. And we got people like, they used to have a word for people like what the Barb is doing. They used to call it a house so-and-so or a Uncle Tom. That's what they used to call it. Because she's sitting on the lap of the devil. But that sister she riding the white horse. She riding that white horse. And that white horse got her crazy. She riding the white horse right along with her. And then the reason why she can't stand Don Lemon and the rest of it is because when you talk about PEDOs, and she talking about all this, that, and the other. Yeah, arrest those paired words. Arrest them. Well, when you sleeping next to one.
Absolutely.
With your husband and your daddy. Or brother, whoever that was. So she has them all in her family. And guess
I think it
what?
was her,
She's
it
an
was her brother.
undocumented.
Yeah, I think it was her
She's
brother.
undocumented.
Mm.
What about that? She's undocumented. So is this agenda real? You understand what I'm saying? You have such a disdain for undocumented. Why you got the devil sitting on your lap? Because one good turn deserves another. But I know you can hear my baby is out of the house. My grandbaby's out of the hospital, and I have them here, and I know I got the background noise, so I'm gonna drop down. But if you need me, I'm here. I love
Okay,
you.
all right, love you too.
And hey, y'all, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and support this channel. $ the Hood Table 402. Give a little ching-a-ling from a girl. Make a soul ring. Give her the Trinity offering. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Give her a $3 offering and from everybody in here and buy her some lunch today. Have a blessed day. Love y'all.
Love you too, boo.
What you do?
All right, take care of the grandbabies. But yeah, Nikki, I mean, she's right. Nikki had revealed that she received a Trump gold card that provided a pathway to U.S. citizenship following her appearance at a government-sponsored event. They said the Trinidad-born rapper shared an image of the document on Twitter, accompanied by the single-word caption, "Welp." And in a follow-up post, the hip-hop star elaborated on her plans, writing, "Finalizing that citizenship paperwork as we speak, as per my wonderful, gracious, charming president," and noted gold Trump card free of charge. She distinguished her current situation from her existing immigration status, stating, "Residency? This isn't for residency. I've had that for decades." Minaj previously acknowledged on Facebook in 2018, "I came to this country as an illegal immigrant at 5 years old." They said a disclosure follows Minaj's January 28th appearance at an event promoting investment account for infants. And during that occasion, she declared herself probably the president's #1 fan and dismissed negative reactions by asserting, "The hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all." Child. But her political statements have sparked an online backlash with a change.org petition demanding her deportation, accumulating over 90,000 signatures following her December appearance with Erica Kirk at Turning Points USA America's First. The petition's title, "Deport Nicki Minaj to Trinidad," condemns her policy, positions, and public statements, declaring deporting Nicki Minaj back to her home country, Trinidad, seems like the most viable solution to curtail her harmful actions. Minaj also praised Trump after his November statements about potential military intervention against Nigeria's government concerning the killing of Christians, and she discussed the matter with Mike Waltz, Trump's UN ambassador. Mm-hmm. And then she posted a picture of what's that little oh my god, Chucky. She posted a picture of Chucky with him sticking up his middle finger on her Twitter. Uh-huh. I suppose. But anyway, y'all. So we done gave y'all the tea from the B sector this morning. And last night, and we then also gave y'all some public trending news tea as well. Okay, y'all know our slogan is "From the Hood to the White House and Beyond." All right. Now, with that being said, make sure y'all like and share the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new here. Please and thank you very much. Also, if you want to donate to the commentary, feel free. $ the Hood Table 402. And on that note, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out. Bye.